We are following breaking news in Monroeville, where a car slammed into a CVS store. And it's cloudy and dry now as we look live at downtown Pittsburgh, but a big change is coming. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Peggy Finnegan. We're going to get to that breaking news in a moment, but first, Severe Weather Team 11 meteorologist Stephanie Allison tracking some rain coming later on.
Yes,
Stephanie?
So we have a lot going on, a lot of changes coming to our forecast over the couple of hours for our overnight hours and into Saturday. So we're looking at rain developing again for later tonight and into tomorrow, where we're going to see rain mixing with snow. Right now, though, this morning we had pockets of some freezing rain, especially south of Pittsburgh down through Preston and Garrett County, parts of just east of Garrett County through Cumberland. A portion of that highway was shut down to freezing rain. So luckily, most of that stayed out of our viewing area. Farmington, the areas of Farmington had some freezing rain with some issues there as well earlier. But the bulk of that precipitation is out of here. So this afternoon will be pretty quiet and pretty dry. There's a few spotty showers that you can't rule out. As you can see out of our tower cam, it's a bit foggy. We have clouds hanging around. It's going to be a gloomy Friday and also chilly. 35 right now, wind chill at 31, and temperatures will stay right in the mid to upper 30s. Some of us will touch 40 degrees, but really we're going to struggle to get to those marks today. And the cloudy skies will hang around this evening as we'll stay in the mid to upper 30s, and then that's when this system will start to arrive. The bulk of the rain will really come for us overnight and into early Saturday morning, where we're going to have widespread steady rain coming down, and then this system ends as snow. So I'm going to time that out for you. I have the latest look at Storm Tracker pinpointing the locations where we're going to see that snow changeover first, who's going to see it, and when it will happen over the weekend. That's all coming up in a little bit. Peggy?
All right, back to that breaking news now in Monroeville, where a driver has crashed into a CVS store. That store is right next to the Monroeville Mall. Channel 11's Mike Holden joins us live there now. And Mike, you found out the driver hit several cars before hitting the building.
And Peggy, as the hours progress, we continue to get new information. We're finding out that this is actually a pretty large call center. But as this investigation plays out, the property management asked us to shift over a couple parking lots to give them space so they could focus on that area. At this afternoon hour, we have talked with a number of employees over there. They say this is a major relief that no one was seriously hurt or killed. Channel 11 was right there as Monroeville police swarmed CVS Health this morning. Officers and paramedics lined Don Drive outside of the pharmaceutical call center for hours. They were called here around 9 this morning after a driver lost control and crashed into a wall in this parking area. You can see some of the debris and damage right there. Police say the driver also hit two other cars in the lot. Luckily, no one was hurt or had to be taken to the hospital. The building, we're told, is structurally safe. Workers inside the building say the situation was extremely alarming, but it's not the first time something like this has happened here. We spoke with some of them as they were just arriving to work.
Bless you, I want to say, because this looks like it's bad. I got to call my mom on this one. Oh, Jesus.
And luckily, again, everyone is going to be okay. Police tell me the driver won't be charged, won't be cited, as this was an accident. In the meantime, we're going to make nonstop checks with police, work to talk with more employees, and we'll bring you the latest live updates for Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting live in Monroeville, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
Thanks, Mike. Also breaking at noon, a House committee approved articles of impeachment against President Trump. The vote this morning was along party lines. The full House is expected to debate and vote on the articles next Wednesday. NBC's Jennifer Johnson is breaking down the new developments.
Mr. Neguse?
Aye.
Mr. Neguse votes aye. Ms. McBath?
Aye.
The House Judiciary Committee taking its historic vote to pass articles of impeachment against President Trump one day later than expected. The articles charging the president with abuse of power and obstruction of Congress.
And there are 23 ayes and 17 noes.
The article is agreed to.
The critical vote was delayed late last night after many Americans had gone to bed. Democrats blaming Republicans for dragging out the meeting for 14 hours. Republicans accusing Democrats of ambushing them, delaying the final vote to get more media attention.
And I have just witnessed just the most Bush League stunt I have ever witnessed in my professional life.
President Trump going on another Twitter storm this morning, asking, how do you get impeached when you have done nothing wrong?
I have never in my entire life seen such an unfair, rigged railroad job against the President of the United States.
Democrats say they have presented overwhelming evidence the president pressured Ukraine to investigate political rival Joe Biden while delaying military aid and obstructing the congressional investigation.
There's a pattern that the president has shown us over and over and over again, that he's willing to do anything, cheat, give away America in exchange for winning election.
The months-long investigation expected to end next week in a climactic vote on the House floor, with lawmakers deciding whether President Trump becomes the third president in history to be impeached. Jennifer Johnson, NBC News, Washington.
Republican Representative Guy Reschenthaler from Pittsburgh is on the House Judiciary Committee. He voted against the articles. Meanwhile, Representative Connor Lamb has announced he will vote for both articles of impeachment once they reach the House floor. He was previously undecided. He released a statement saying, in part, "I did not come to Congress to impeach the president, but I took an oath to protect our country and defend the Constitution. What the president did was wrong. It made our country less safe. That is why I will vote for impeachment." Also breaking at noon, there is an active search for a gunman in Georgia after a shooting inside a manufacturing plant. Police say one person was shot at the plant in Conyers. We don't have a condition yet. Conyers is about half an hour east of Atlanta. The company says someone walked into the plant, shot the employee, and left. Police say they have identified a person of interest, but they have not made any arrests yet. Several schools in the area are on lockdown as the search continues. About 1,300 people are without power right now after a tree fell in Upper St. Clair. McLaughlin Road is closed between Truxton and Panther Pass. Crews are working to clear the roadway. A man is in custody after threatening someone with a gun this morning in Mount Lebanon. Police were called to a domestic situation on Old Farm Road around 2 this morning. They say a man with a gun was arguing with someone inside the home and making threats. Neighbors were told to stay away from the windows and stay inside their homes. Officers called in the SWAT team, and they were able to resolve that incident peacefully.
All the residents cooperated and really made everything seamless in terms of a safe resolution, making sure that this thing didn't expand to anything more than what it was.
Police say charges are pending against the man who was arrested. A pest problem in a local school district had some middle and high school students staying home today. A bed bug was found at the South Allegheny Middle High School yesterday. The district told us that they hired a pest control specialist to clean the entire building. So no school today for those students. Tomorrow's breakfast with Santa and the Hall of Trees is also canceled. A bed bug was also found at Pittsburgh Car Malt pre-K through 8. The bug was found during lunch and the crews spent the night treating that school as well. People who were laid off by the Elwood City Medical Center will be getting some help today. Representative Aaron Bernstein is holding a job fair and a toy drive. It starts 2 this afternoon at the Elwood City Municipal Building. The 79 remaining workers were told to go home earlier this week, and about 100 workers were laid off when the hospital shut down its emergency room and inpatient facilities last week. Police are looking for a man in connection to a playground shooting in Homestead over the summer. It was back in June when a fight broke out between 2 groups at Charlie Batch Playground. But it was just this month when police say a witness gave them Facebook video and access to a Facebook page that pointed out the shooter. The suspect is under 18, so we are not naming him right now. New evidence was revealed during a court hearing for Damon Ross. Ross is charged with giving the shooter the gun. The victim was shot several times. He did survive, and we are in contact with police. We'll let you know when the suspect is in custody. There is a fracking fight in Washington County, and some neighbors are welcoming a new gas well pad, while others say it's just too close to their homes. Hundreds of people moved into the homes after off of North DePauli Road at Cecil Township. Then they got a letter saying that a well pad was going in, pretty much right in their backyards. It's in the construction phase right now, but one woman says her kids are already having trouble breathing and that there's a chemical smell outside. Other neighbors say it's going to be good for the economy.
All I do is worry about the health and safety of my kids.
It will have impact on our roads, on our police department, on our fire departments. I mean, it's good for everybody.
Cecil Township approved the development by Range Resources. It is legally 500 feet from homes. Fracking could begin this spring. A viewer shared these photos of a rollover crash in downtown Pittsburgh. Look at that. It looks pretty bad. It happened last night around 8:30 along Fort Duquesne Boulevard. The driver was trapped inside the vehicle. He was rescued and taken to the hospital in stable condition. Police are investigating. The Tree of Life Synagogue is supporting the Jersey City community after a shootout at a kosher deli. Leaders sent us this statement saying, in part, we mourn the loss of life in Jersey City rooted in anti-Semitism and extend our condolences to all the victims' families and pray for healing for the wounded. In Jersey City, the shooting is being investigated as a terrorist attack and a hate crime. A police officer and 2 innocent bystanders were killed and 3 were injured. The suspects were also killed by police. Investigators say 2 suspects had anti-Semitic and anti-law enforcement beliefs. New at noon, big changes coming to McKeesport. This morning, leaders announced a 6-year redevelopment plan for the city. The project includes renovating homes, tearing down blighted downtown buildings, and creating jobs. The hope is that the project will transform the entire city for years to come. Chopper 11 over Richland Cemetery in Dravosburg. An SUV went off MacArthur Drive and down a hillside around 5:30 last night. We're still working to find out if anyone was hurt. A young boy beaten by people he thought were his friends. What police are saying about not 1, but 2 vicious attacks caught on camera. Things are finally coming together. The plans to transform a parking lot into a 24-story office tower.
When news is happening near you, Channel 11 is there.
Aliquippa, Coraopolis, Moon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, Butler. For news from where you live,
watch Channel.
News 11 at 11. Accurate details, experienced coverage, trusted weather source.
I'm tracking a strong storm moving into Greensburg.
All in the first 11 minutes of our newscast. Count on Channel 11 News 11 at 11 tonight. Watch David Johnson and Lisa Sylvester on Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
After a decade of development, speed bumps, and setbacks, the old Civic Arena site will finally change. First National Bank is going to put its headquarters there, a 24-story tower, and when it's finished, this is what it's going to look like. Channel 11's Aaron Martin talked to the main players in this huge step forward.
This is what the Lower Hill District looked like before the Civic Arena was built, and this is what it looks like nearly a decade after it was torn down. We got an idea what it will look like in 2022.
We think this will be the physical, cultural, and economic connection between Oakland and downtown.
First National Bank will be the anchor tenant for redevelopment of the former Civic Arena site, housing the bank's new 24-story headquarters. It will also add a new tower to Pittsburgh's skyline.
It's a big deal, and being in a position where you're highly visible, and our brand will be highly visible to commuters, hundreds of thousands of people.
The development has been through stops and starts over the last several years, with original anchor tenant U.S. Steel pulling out in 2015. Penguin CEO David Morehouse says work on the initial housing will begin next month, with tower construction set to begin by mid-2020.
While there may have been a long time getting to this point, from this point to finish will be much shorter. There will be a lot of momentum.
It's progress the city has been anxious to see as well, work that's now finally on the horizon.
We'll be seeing over the course of the next several years, and I should say that in just the next 2 to 3 years, almost $400 million worth of development happening at that site.
Aaron Martin, Channel 11 News.
7 people are facing charges in a massive heroin ring across our region. Investigators say the suspects had a scheme to sell more than 2 pounds of heroin. That is enough to fill thousands of stamp bags. The alleged crimes date back to June of this year. The suspects face maximum sentences of life in prison and $10 million fines. This is a disturbing story. Police are looking into a Facebook Live video showing a man licking food at a Sheetz and then putting it back. We contacted Sheetz about the incident at the William Penn Highway location. They say they are aware of the video and that all the food and drinks opened by the man were thrown out. Unfortunately, this seems to be a trend. We told you in July when a woman was charged for urinating on potatoes at a Walmart in West Mifflin. There are not enough substitute teachers in the South Butler School District, but officials are working on a fix. Our Butler radio partners report there are 3 plans. One would raise pay by $5 a day. The second would put additional substitutes in the building each day. The third gives teachers incentives if they don't use any sick days. The plan still has to be approved by the teachers union. Decision 2020 coverage now. Senator Elizabeth Warren is the first presidential candidate to set up field offices in Pennsylvania. She has also started to hire staff. Pennsylvania will be an important state in Decision 2020. In fact, Senator Warren and 7 other Democratic candidates will take part in an education forum in Pittsburgh tomorrow. It will be at the David L. Lawrence Convention Center downtown. MSNBC will stream the entire event live starting at 9:15 a.m. Juju Smith-Schuster may not be playing in Sunday's game against the Buffalo Bills. According to ESPN, he aggravated his knee injury during practice yesterday. Smith-Schuster hasn't played in the last several games because of that injury. And remember, Channel 11 is your home for Sunday night football this week. We'll see you on the Black and Gold Zone countdown to kickoff Sunday night at 6, and then kickoff is at 8:20 only on Channel 11.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Good afternoon, I'm meteorologist Stephanie Allison. So we've had cloudy skies. It's a gloomy Friday, and we're going to continue to see this chill in the air. 35 right now, cloudy skies in the forecast. We've had some freezing rain for some. In Waynesburg earlier this morning, there were some reports of some possible accidents in that area due to some light freezing rain that fell earlier. That's all wrapped up now. Cloudy skies for the afternoon. Some dry conditions here out of the PennDOT cam, out of the Fort Pitt Tunnel. So visibility visibility is low. We do have a little bit of fog out there, so you may see that if you're driving around, especially off the main roads and down into some valleys. There's a chance to see a little fog out there. But what we're going to continue to see is really quiet conditions this afternoon. A few spotty showers cannot be ruled out. Temperatures just above freezing, so you really can't rule out a little bit of light freezing rain as possible. But mainly, it's going to be very light, and we're just going to have some cloudy skies for us this afternoon. Very chilly temperatures right now. 37 in Butler, 35 in Katanning, also Pittsburgh, 38 in Beaver. As we head further south, where we've had some issues here, especially south of the PA border and just parts of Garrett County and Preston County and points off to the east in the higher elevations. They had some issues with freezing rain as well. We're going to see those marks just above freezing, mid to upper 30s this afternoon. So temperatures today, some of us will come in right around 40, 41 degrees. Others will struggle to get to those marks. The cloudy skies hang around. Notice once we do get to the upper 30s, we stay there this evening. Cloudy skies continue as rain starts to develop later on tonight. So 41 in Pittsburgh, some of us in the lower 40s, points south of Pittsburgh, but a lot of us just in the upper 30s here this afternoon and into the evening hours. Cloudy skies continue. Rain showers will develop tonight, so we're going to start to see that well after dinner time, especially later in your evening, and then this becomes a little bit steadier for us overnight. Temperatures will stay above freezing tonight, mid to upper 30s for most of us, and points south. Uniontown 41, Morgantown 41, and we're going to see those temperatures rise into your high tomorrow early in the morning. So as you wake up and walk out the door, we're going to have rain, but it's going to be right in the lower 40s, and then those temperatures drop throughout the daytime. So I'm timing that out for you here now on Storm Tracker, showing you the rain coming in out of the southwest, tracking to the northeast for us tonight and into tomorrow. So light rain showers develop this evening, mainly after dinner time. And then as we hit 9, 10 o'clock, look at that, some steadier rain moves on in. So overnight hours, we're going to have some steady rain. The yellow indicates that heavier rain coming down. It's a little bit widespread for us overnight. Tomorrow morning when we're on air, 5, 6, 7 a.m., we're going to see possibly a little brief break in that steadier rain to some lighter rain scattered across the area. Then this all kind of builds back in. So 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, that steady rain picks back up. And then in the afternoon hours, check it out, that mix moves in from the west, tracking to the east in the afternoon hours. We're going to start to see that move on in into the afternoon and changing over to snow. So what we're going to see is it's going to be during the daytime hours, and we have that little bit of a warm-up. Temperatures will stay above freezing at that point, so not a lot of that will stick. But as we move deeper into the evening, once we get past sunset and everything really cools off, we could see some icy spots and some slippery spots on your Saturday evening if you're headed out to dinner, going to see some Christmas lights. So Sunday, a few lingering snow showers in the morning, 35 there, but it's going to be a cold and blustery day, very windy as well. Peggy?
Thank you. An American city offering thousands of dollars to move there. Next at noon, we're finding out what's the catch.
Pittsburgh, it is time to get excited because Local Steals and Deals is coming to town. So grab your phone, text WPXI to 65,000 right now and be the first to get access to exclusive offers chosen just for you.
This is Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
11 at 11 starts with team coverage of this breaking story.
Accurate details.
Tonight we're talking to parents who have major concerns.
Experienced coverage.
We just got this new information.
Trusted weather source.
I'm tracking a strong storm picking up speed.
All in the first 11 minutes of our newscast. Dependable coverage of breaking news.
That truck came barreling down the hill straight into the home.
Tracking storms to prepare you for tomorrow. Count on Channel 11 News 11 at 11. Stephen Cropper, tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
Investigators are trying to figure out why a car hit a building in Oakmont yesterday afternoon. It's a Merino Kitchen and Bath on Allegheny River Boulevard. You can see the damage that was left behind. The store owner tells us a man was taken away in an ambulance. A settlement has been reached after a deadly bridge collapse in Florida last year. 6 people were killed, more than 10 injured at Florida International University. The victims' families will be splitting a $103 million settlement from the bridge's general contractor. If you're willing to leave home, One American City is willing to pay you to move there. Leaders in Topeka, Kansas are offering incentives to attract people to live and work there. The program partners with employers to offer $10,000 to renters and $15,000 for those who buy a house. But here's the catch. And it's not really that bad. To take advantage of the deal, you'd have to live there for at least 1 year.
He thought he was just coming down to hang out with some friends and talk, and he was jumped from behind.
Her son was lured out of his home and then beaten. The whole thing caught on tape. His mother says it's not the first time. How she's fighting to stop this.
And rain showers will develop. They'll become widespread and steady. That changes over to snow. I'm timing that out for you. Plus the tricky travel that you could expect this weekend from this system. That's next.
Channel 11 News and NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
We're a team you can count on to cover stories that impact your life.
Whether it's across the street or around the world.
Channel 11 News at 6.
And NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Avoid scams, save money, and find great deals. Top consumer advocate Clark Howard. Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. on WPXI Now. The 7-day forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
Breaking right now, students at Upper St. Clair High School are being dismissed early because the school has no power. We told you earlier about this tree that fell along McLaughlin Road. More than 1,000 people are without power. Part of that road is also closed. The school district says power could be out throughout the end of the school day, so they decided to close for the day. The sheriff's deputy you see here on your screen was just busted by police. They say he traded sexual favors with female prison inmates, and according to investigators, that's just the start of it. Channel 11's Rick Earl has more.
Former Westmoreland County Deputy Sheriff Dan Gradischek, seen here escorting a prisoner, is now facing criminal charges, including bribery and institutional sex assault. State police say Gradischek admitted offering female inmates cigarettes in exchange for sexual favors over the past decade.
You almost don't think it's real. It's such disgusting behavior. You would never think that a sworn law enforcement officer would do this.
Investigators say all of the female inmates were being held at the Westmoreland County Prison, but the encounters allegedly occurred in prison transport vans, holding cells at the courthouse, and medical facilities. Gradischek told investigators 4 or 5 women touched him over his clothes. Others would expose themselves, he said. Police interviewed 2 female inmates who corroborated Gradischek's account.
Right now, part of our investigation is we're trying to focus in on how many females during the course of that span of years, almost 10 years, that he may have had contact with.
Gradischek's attorney tells Channel 11 he's in the process of reviewing the allegations and that Gradischek has cooperated. Quote, he's a guy who's never been in trouble in his life. We are looking forward to a reasonable resolution of the case, said attorney Mike Ferguson.
It's a shame. It's a black eye for law enforcement, all law enforcement.
Rick Earl, Channel 11 News.
Severe Weather Team 11 meteorologist Stephanie Allison has our forecast. Not a pretty day out today. No. I had to use my wipers a little bit. It was kind of misty.
Yes. Yeah, and we had some light rain earlier this morning south of Pittsburgh. So through Washington, Waynesburg, also parts of Cannonsburg, you had some light rain out there. Parts of Waynesburg experienced some freezing rain as well. And there may have been a few accidents due to some freezing rain in that area earlier this morning. That is all really wrapped up. There are a few light showers outside right now, but overall it's just gray out of our tower cam and also foggy. So look for some foggy conditions this afternoon. The cloudy skies, and it's chilly, 34 right now, and with the cloud deck out there and the fog, temperatures are really not going to move a whole lot for us for a little while anyways. Wind chill there, as you can see, at 29 with a light wind. The winds really pick up this weekend into Sunday especially. PennDOT cam showing you we just have that fog there along the river. Some areas could see some dense fog, so watch for that here as we move into the early afternoon hours. It's just a gray Friday, and as we move into the weekend, we have a lot coming to us. We have rain that will change to snow, but for right now, it's quiet for the most part. Taking a look at those temperatures as we take a look off to the north, Butler at 36, Beaver 38, off to the south, Waynesburg at 37, Washington at 36. Temperatures will stay in the upper 30s as we move into the evening hours. We're going to see some more rain develop. You can still see there's a few areas of some showers coming down right now, parts of Allegheny County and Beaver County. But I'm tracking the rain, when it moves in, the steadiest when it will fall, and when that changes over to snow coming up in a bit.
New at noon, a 13-year-old has been arrested in connection to the fatal stabbing of a college freshman in New York City. Police say 18-year-old Tessa Majors was robbed and repeatedly stabbed. The Barnard freshman from Virginia was a musician and writer. Barnard's campus is just blocks from the park that police say has one of the highest numbers of robberies in the city. Police continue to look for other suspects. Students held a vigil outside Barnard College last night in memory of Tessa Majors. Barnard's president saying this is, quote, an unthinkable tragedy that has shaken us to our core. A man convicted of driving the getaway car after a bank robbery in downtown Pittsburgh is heading to prison. According to our partners at the Trib, Mark Hammond was sentenced to 3 years in federal prison. The robbery happened in January 2018 at the Huntington Bank on Smithfield Street. Investigators say Hammond and another man got away with about $1,600. A woman is pleaded guilty to running a human trafficking and prostitution ring out of local massage parlors. Hugh Chu operated 4 Tokyo massage parlors in Allegheny and Westmoreland counties. Police say that there was prostitution happening inside those parlors. Girls were brought to the area from a sex trafficking hub out of New York. According to the Trib, prosecutors dropped racketeering and conspiracy charges against Chu. She will serve less than a year in jail and face possible deportation. This video is tough to see. This next video. A 12-year-old boy put in a headlock and then pummeled after school. That attack happened right outside the boy's own home, and his mother says something needs to be done.
His grades have gone downhill a little bit, and it's sad. And it's sad for a mom. It breaks my heart.
Channel 11's Amy Marcinkowitz learned this isn't the only video that has the attention of police.
I think it's every parent's worst nightmare.
Butler mom Rachel Child showed us a video of her son that broke her heart.
When I watched that video, these children were not acting like children. They're acting like full-blown grown adults.
This, she says, was posted to Snapchat. She says that's her 7th grade son on the sidewalk in front of her house. One girl has him in a headlock, the other railing on his head. She tells us these kids are 12 to 14 years old and were friends of her son's. Mom says the girls came up this staircase and tapped on her son's window to lure him out. She tells us she called police, filed a report, wants to file charges. Officers say they are looking into this. But now a new video has surfaced, not of Rachel's son, but she says with some of the same kids beating on another child from the area. We've blurred the video that's all over the internet. It shows girls using their fists to pound on the child's head. Near the end of the clip, one child comes in with a makeshift knife and says, "I'm going to stab someone." Police have been notified of this videotape attack as well. This mom is coming forward with her story in hopes this doesn't happen again.
I'm just actually really concerned with the bullying that's taking place in our children's schools and our communities. And even though I know that these are young kids, I feel like there's no accountability.
Amy Marcinkowitz, Channel 11 News.
Your credit card's cash back offers may be changing with the new year. The purchases you could be cashing in on come January. And an elderly woman killed during a hit and run. What police are relying on to make an arrest.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Gordon Lesh.
And I'm Catherine Amentic.
At Channel 11 Morning News, we help you prepare for the day ahead.
Definitely the heavy rain gear today with temperatures.
Heavier delays for the inbound morning commute.
We expanded our breaking news team to better cover news happening right now and give you new information throughout the morning.
Let's get right to Jennifer Tomazik live at the breaking news desk.
A huge impact on the area. In fact, we just found out.
Don't miss anything happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News. We're on from 4.
WPXI-NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
A shocking hit and run in Philly. Police say an elderly woman carrying her groceries was hit and killed last night. The 82-year-old was left lying in the street while the car took off. Several people tried CPR and called 911, but none of them saw the woman get hit. Police are hoping that surveillance video will help them track down the suspects. Residents are asking City Council to keep the hemp drying facility in Jeanette closed for good. According to our partners at the Trib, the petition with 59 signatures was given to Council at yesterday's meeting. Neighbors say they're suffering from respiratory problems and allergies. They say the plant is to blame. Patriot Shield says the plant is not the cause of the health problems. The DEP, though, ordered the facility to stop operations until the odor issue is resolved and it gets its proper permits. It's a busy intersection for both cars and people, and now Cranberry Township is using almost $1 million to make it safer for everyone. It's at the corner of Route 19 and St. Francis Way. There are no signals, there are no crosswalks, and just last weekend, a man was hit and killed crossing that intersection. Township leaders plan to pledge $750,000 to update the area. That includes crosswalks and a pedestrian crossing signal. Work should be finished by February. A popular Lawrenceville restaurant has shut down. Ham Bones is padlocked for failing to pay the Allegheny County alcohol tax. When we stopped by the Butler Street bar, the lights were off and a bright orange closed sign was posted on the front window. The county treasurer says they owe more than $13,000 in unpaid taxes. A local company involved in NASA's next space mission is setting up shop on the north side. According to our Trib partners, Astrobotic Technology is renovating a building on North Lincoln Avenue for its headquarters. The company plans to invest more than $6 million in that project and create 95 jobs. Astrobotic is one of several companies building a lunar lander for NASA. A Lyft driver charged with exposing himself to a passenger, what he said that had that woman run for safety.
A little drizzle, some fog right now, but rain redevelops later tonight, and that changes to snow tomorrow. I'm timing that out for you now.
Channel 11 Morning News brings you weather and traffic every 10 minutes.
Let me get you prepared for the week.
Now we've expanded our weather to help you prepare for the day ahead.
Definitely the heavy rain gear today.
Watch Channel 11 Morning News. We're on from 4:30 to WPXI Now. Channel 11 expands its streaming live newscasts. When other stations are national, Channel 11 News is local, right here at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on WPXI Now.
Nobody can read between the lines like Judge Judy.
Today, about a local Lyft driver charged with groping a passenger and exposing himself. We first told you about this yesterday at noon. A judge just ordered Douglas Moore of Harrison Township to stand trial. Channel 11's Gabriella DeLuca has more on a terrifying ride.
This is 53-year-old Douglas Moore, a former Lyft driver who is now accused of exposing himself to one of his female passengers. The victim says she asked Moore to take her to West Deer from Indiana Township, then back to her home. When the victim got back into the car, investigators say he told her she could sit up front. According to police, Jane Doe said once they arrived to her house, the car doors were locked, and the male driver pulled into the driveway and put the vehicle in park. The male then pulled down his pants. The woman told Moore to stop. Instead, he allegedly escalated his behavior and began touching her inappropriately, then asked her for sex acts. Police say Moore unlocked the doors and let the woman out, but said he could still contact her. Channel 11 tried calling Moore today, but every phone number that was listed for him was out of order. We did, however, get a response from Lyft, who told us safety is fundamental to Lyft, and the incident described as unacceptable. The driver has been banned from the Lyft community, and we have reached out to the rider. We have been in touch with law enforcement and stand ready to assist as needed. Gabriella DeLuca, Channel 11 News.
Let's get cash back when we use our credit cards. Consumer advisor Clark Howard has some new information on next year's cash back offers.
I love cash back credit cards. I really prefer those to the airline pointy kind of cards because you never know when you're going to be able to use your points and what they're going to charge you to go somewhere. And you don't pay an annual fee with the typical cash back card. But they vary. Some of them pay you flat rates that are great, like 2% on everything you buy. Others do the rotating categories. Discover has already published all the categories they're going to use in 2020 that will earn you 5% cash back. They change them every 90 days. But let me tell you what Discover's doing the first 3 months of 2020. You get 5% cash back on all grocery shopping. That's wonderful. And also, if you go to CVS and Walgreens, you'll get 5% cash back. So all you got to do is register if you have a Discover card, get your 5% cash back. And remember, every time you're in one of those drugstore chains, you're in the supermarket, you want to pull out that Discover and reduce what you're paying for those groceries by 5%. I'm Clark Howard.
Your severe winter Team 11 forecast.
Good afternoon. So we're tracking a lot in our forecast. We do have a little drizzle, a little fog outside right now, but pretty quiet otherwise until later on tonight. Showers will develop and then it'll become widespread for us overnight. And tomorrow we're going to see that rain mixed to snow before it ends. And we have very blustery conditions on our Sunday. I'm going to talk about that in time, of course, for the Steelers game, but we're going to look at pretty quiet conditions for that game besides a little bit of a wind that we'll have in the forecast. 35 right now out of our tower cam. It is cloudy, it is gloomy, and we have that wind chill there in the lower 30s for most of us. So marks are going up slowly. We're not going to really get above 40 for many of us. Some coming in at 40, 41 degrees today, depending on where you're located. Others coming in at 44. Further south, you'll see those warmer marks. But we are going to have a chilly day, and it's going to be cloudy. Take a look at the camera here at Robinson. Notice the roadway there is a little bit wet because we do have some light rain showers or a little drizzle. That's Kerwin Heights there. PennDOT cam showing you on I-79 where we have a little bit of rain coming down. It's very light, but we do have temperatures just above the freezing mark. Just watch for some slick spots. It's very light right now, and this is wrapping up here with the freezing rain from this morning. Bulk of that precipitation's off to the east. If you are traveling in the higher elevations off to the east, be careful. There's some slick spots, especially well out of our viewing area through Breezewood. Those areas have that winter weather advisory until about 3 o'clock this afternoon. So if you're traveling through the mountains, make note of that. Cloudy skies this afternoon. We will stay dry for the most part until later on this evening, where that rain will redevelop. Notice overnight lows mild above the freezing mark. So timing this out for you now. This evening, rain showers develop. So if you're headed out to dinner, grab that umbrella. You're going to need it, especially if you're headed to a late movie. It's going to be raining, widespread rain for us overnight and becoming steadier as we move into tomorrow morning. So steady rain for the first half of your Saturday. That wintry mix pulls in here in the afternoon after 1 o'clock, starting from the west, tracking to the east. And this will continue in the afternoon, but the sun will be up. It's daytime hours and temperatures just above freezing, so the ground's not going to be as cold, so it won't stick right away. But we will have some slick spots on your Saturday evening that we could be concerned about, and also a little bit of light accumulation once the sun goes down tomorrow night after sunset. So rain in the morning tomorrow, heavy at times, 1/4 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain, and then that changes to snow in the afternoon hours. So mainly the timing that you need to be concerned about is in the afternoon after 2 o'clock, 2 to 5. We're going to see that change over to snow, and it won't stick right away. But as we move deeper into the evening, the snow will be shutting off, but anything that is wet will freeze, and then we can see some slick spots on the roadways. And for the game on Sunday, we're going to look at a cold game. It's going to be mostly cloudy. It is going to be windy on Sunday after the system pulls out of here. So a few early morning snow showers early Sunday. It's going to be cloudy at 35, but Sunday night breezy, cloudy, and cold for the game. Peggy?
Thanks. Looking out for others during the season of giving. What a delivery driver did to protect a customer's package.
Hey, Pittsburgh, the holidays are just around the corner. It's okay. We have great deals on great gifts, even for that impossible to shop for person. All you have to do is text WPXI to 65,000 and you'll be the first to know.
Breaking News Desk is really an invaluable tool.
You're going to get breaking news as it's happening. You can be assured that everything I tell you is something that's important, that's going to impact your day.
We have an anchor now dedicated to following the latest information as it comes in.
I know the neighborhoods, I know the school districts, and that really helps to inform you so that you know if something is going to impact your family.
As soon as she gets that information, the Breaking News Desk is able to go on air, bring that information to you and share it.
That is a resource no one else has. If you see me on the Breaking News Desk, you
and Gordon Lesh on Channel 11 Morning News.
A Missouri church is honoring the Notre Dame Cathedral after the devastating fire earlier this year. Take a look at this detailed replica made of gingerbread. The stained glass windows were made from Jolly Ranchers melted. It even has more than 500 LED lights. Package thieves are on the prowl this time of year, but one UPS driver took extra care to keep a customer's package safe. A woman's doorbell camera captured this driver hiding her TV to protect it from thieves. The driver says he treats every package like he's delivering to himself.
Well, for one reason, that's the methods that we're taught at UPS. And second, integrity. It's doing the right thing when you really don't know that somebody's watching.
Found out most major delivery companies offer programs to prevent porch pirates. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast comes up tonight at 5. I'll see you then. Have a great day.
I like people to be honest, not stupid.
Nobody brings the truth to life.
Is that what you want me to believe?
Nobody can read between the lies.
I'm 5'9", and I have a body like Christy Brinkley. Do you believe that?
Like Judge Judy.
She's an 18-year-old girl. She got a settlement. You stole a little money. You wanted a big red truck. Shiny, shiny, shiny red truck. I still love this job.
Judge Judy, weekdays at 4 and 4:30 on Channel 11.